Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be going over this short that I took on the 14th of October with a 2-point stop right over here for like a 19-point reward. I'm going to be going over the overall analysis that I had to take the market short towards this level, and also the order flow confirmations that I took for entering this short position as well. So let's dive right into it. I'm going to be going over my pre-market plan that I share every day on X. And in there I saw a lot of selling around this area from 35s to like 45s, and I wanted, as soon as market open, a pop into there to then maybe take the market short if the confirmation was there towards 95s. And you can see that right over here in this first scenario that I shared, because the market was very downtrending in the pre-market, so I wanted to just ride that wave and sell the pops if they were getting rejected. And I wanted to target 6595.25 because that was Friday's close. So that was the main target for shorts for me. So what happened, as soon as market opened, there was some struggle from buyers to get even the market a couple points to the upside. But that I was unable to get in short there, even though it was in my zone. And let me show it to you on the actual order flow from the bookmap. So right over here, this is market open. I don't have anything before that, but this right here is market open. And as you can see, right from market open, a lot of buying came into the market, and every time the pops happened, like here, went up, sold off, went up, sold off, went up, sold off. But for me personally, this is very difficult and risky as well to get in, because first of all, it's the first 1 or 2 minutes of market open, so everything's very volatile very quickly, and it's very easy to get a little bit of a bad entry and get stopped out. So I stayed away from this, and I just waited patiently for the market to let us do its thing. What ended up happening is my zone ended up getting respected and rejected very, very good. But the sell-off was way too aggressive and just didn't give any pullbacks almost to get in a short. Like you see a small little pullback here, but if I wanted to get in somewhere on a pullback, I would prefer it to be around the 26s, 27s, rejecting that previous consolidation range. If it would pop into here and then reject, then I would definitely try to get in that. But these pops are not significant enough for me. And then the market just kept selling off very aggressively until it came to like the 6-6-10s, more or less. As you can see over here on the chart, came around there, 6-6-10s, and then it gave a little pop. And that's where I was being very patient as well, and also very paying attention as well a lot, because this is an area where it might reverse from. Because in my pre-market plan, I also shared that I would, if buying was strong enough, I wouldn't mind trying a buy around the 6-6-10s as well. So that's where I was very cautious with price. So it did bounce from there in the end, but it came right into an area of low volume off that sell-off. Slow it down now for a little bit. So it came right into a low volume area because this sell-off was that quick and that aggressive that price did not have enough time to transact a lot of volume in there. So this whole sell-off is just low volume. As you can see here on the right, on the volume profile, you see a lot of volume at the highs, which was that consolidation range. And you see more volume as well at the lows, which was this small consolidation range as well. So this whole sell-off is a low volume area. So which area do you actually choose from to then take a short? Because the whole area is low volume. Where do you actually short from? Well, I always look for small points of structure. As you can see over here, that's more or less a small point of structure inside that low volume area. And what's also there is that previous swing low from the pre-market is right over there as well, around the 18s. So around the 18s is a very interesting area, because there's a previous swing low from the pre-market where price, if it blasts through that, it's a point where price might reject. So knowing that, and knowing that there's a low volume node, and there's some structure on the bookmap as well where buyers were trying but they failed and sellers were just too strong, that's where an area where I'm interested in taking a short from. So knowing that, then you look for short entries and you let the bookmap do its thing. I'm gonna play it in real time so you see more or less how it feels that the actual entry looks like. So this is where it comes into my area of interest, and I take my first short position very soon because I had one loss and then I had a win. So this was my first short position right over here. As soon as I saw price slowing down, this offer got filled. The buyers were getting smaller. This is where I took the market short at 16 with a 2-point stop loss above at 18. And yeah, it was a decent try. I'm not mad about that loss, but I immediately got stopped out. And then I saw more offers getting filled, buyers getting even smaller, and then aggressive selling. Look at that, aggressive selling coming into the market right now. And that's where I took my second short right over here at 16.75 with a 2-point stop loss again above the high. And then I was just in that trade, chilling. And then the sell-off came. Let me prove it to you as well. I took a screenshot right after I entered the trade. This is on the 5-minute chart, by the way. So see here my entry, 16.75 with a stop at 18.75, targeting my target of 95.25, as I said in my pre-market. So this is beautiful entry. Look at that. Low volume node with some sort of structure where buyers tried, but they failed because the selling was too strong. So when price comes back into here, you're expecting sellers to be strong again and defend this area. And it is also at that previous swing low of the pre-market where price is rejecting it at. So let's just play the sell-off. I'm gonna let it play a little bit faster though, so the video doesn't take too long. And you can see just an offer getting filled again. Boom, another offer popping here, filled. Entry gets revisited 2 times, 3 times. Another offer, and you see markets going very, very volatile. Another offer over there that got filled. And now I'm well into profit. I'm like 4, 6 points into profit right now. And then you just wait for this low to get broken and then you go break even. That's as simple as that. If you're in all the way at the top here, you're very comfortable. You're not in drawdown at all. Instead of entering over here, you're well in profit. Right now you go break even and you're just a risk-free trade already. And then you just let the markets do its thing and wait till your take profit gets hit. Boom, another massive sell-off. And this trade only took like 4 or 5 minutes, guys. Like, it was a very, very clean trade. Unfortunate that it took a small loss here in the beginning, but it is what it is. That happens sometimes when you mistime it or the market just had to take some extra liquidity. And yeah, there it goes. Let me speed it up a little bit more. Boom. And this is where I exited the trade right over here at 97.75. And let me show that to you as well. So here are the exact fills of my trades on the broker. As you can see, I had a first entry at the 16s and then I got stopped out at 18.25 because of the volatility. It took me out actually a tick extra. And then I re-entered again at 16.75 with a 2-point stop loss, as you saw. And I took my first partial at 09s. Then I took my second partial at the 06s at 25s. And then I got fully out at 97.75. Just a very clean overall trade. Like, you see the market selling off. So don't chase it. Let the market sell off. And then look for an area of interest where you still want to look for shorts. If your short target hasn't been hit, you can always still look for shorts. And then you figure out where you would want to enter in shorts, where it would make sense for you to enter with a proper stop loss, and you can still have decent risk to reward. That's where you look for. This area was just amazing. A low volume node, then opposite structure where buyers failed and sellers were too strong, and opposite structure from this swing low of the pre-market. And then you just wait for that beautiful rejection on the order flow. Head over here, buyers trying, getting smaller, offers are getting filled, buyers are even getting smaller, and aggressive selling is stepping in. And that's as simple as it gets. And you're in here all the way at the top. Your entry gets tested a couple times, but as soon as that low breaks, you break even and you're on a risk-free trade. And then you just let the market sell off. And this is a trade on a 2-point risk, getting a 19-point move. So if you take your partials or a full exit at that 19 points, well, that's a massive trade. of like 9R, which is an incredible result. So that's the trade recap of 14th of October. So if you enjoyed this video, or if you have any questions about how I analyze the market, how I look for zones, or how I use the order flow to enter certain trades or analyze the overall market, let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to reply or even make a video about it. And I'll see you in the next one.